Do not grieve the Holy Spirit of God. Personal, certainly. So let's correct an error. Among Unitarians, people have said the Spirit of God is strictly not person. Well, that's true. If you mean not a third person, that's right. But it's very personal. It is very personal. You grieve a person, and of course the Spirit of God is personnel. If you grieve the Spirit of God, you're grieving God, because God and his Spirit are the same thing. So it's not right to say that the Spirit of God is not personal. It's certainly it is or he is. It wouldn't matter. You can say he or it. I would prefer to say it because people think of a third person. We're trying to correct that in verse 30. Don't grieve the Holy Spirit of God, by which you were sealed, is probably better in the current audience, because they don't know that. They think of a third person. And the Spirit of God never sends greetings, is never prayed to, is never worshipped. So the Seventh-day Adventists, when they became Trinitarians, said that the third person is the shy member of the triune God. Humorous. In 1 John 2:1, Jesus is said to be the advocate. All right, so the third person is the advocate, and Jesus says, that's fine. Here's the very simple story. When Jesus in John said, I'm going to leave you now, but I'm not going to leave you as an orphan. I'm going to come to you in a different form, in spirit. I, Jesus, the person, I'm going to be removed from you to go to the Father. But I will come to you as spirit, in spirit form. It's a little bit subtle. It's not difficult if you think of Jesus saying, I'm going away, I'm not going to leave you, I'm going to come to you, and he comes then in spirit form, very personal. So one can say the Spirit of God is Jesus. You can say that perfectly rightly. And he's also the Parakletos, the Comforter, in 1 John 2:1. So you've got two Paraklitoses? No, only one. It's Jesus in spirit. That's a little bit subtle. So the he and the it that you just read there, by the way, they are decisions of the translator. One could easily say it. No need for actually disagreement in this area at all. As long as you think of Jesus coming back as the Spirit, he's going to leave them physically. They won't be alone, because he's going to come to them as Spirit now. From the time of his resurrection, he's now the Spirit Jesus. We can call it the Holy Spirit, and the New Testament does as well, all the time. Sometimes Holy Spirit, sometimes the Holy Spirit, they vary. They have no problem with this. It's the vehicle by which Jesus comes to us. It wasn't quite that way when he was on earth. You could talk to him face to face. But he's going away, but we're not going to be alone, because he's going to come as Spirit. But not a third person. You tell your friends something very easy. There's no third person